We saw Novocaine. What'd you think?
Novocaine, 2025. Jack Quaid is the main actor. He's the best part. Jack Quaid is killing it. He's funny, got good timing. It's great. However, there are some bad actors in this. Everybody that plays a villain is like bad. All like, I guess, I don't know, like the first villain that he kills is like whatever. He didn't really have a chance to act. But those next two, man, they corny as fucking, not even like in a funny like way that's like, oh, they're self-aware. Like, no, just in a way that I'm like, oh, you guys suck. The action scenes are fire. There is some crazy ass action going on. I don't watch a lot of action movies as of now. You really can't be having him fucking shove his hand in the deep fryer. It's fire. It's a bummer it was kind of in the trailer though. Like, they kind of spoil that whole scene in the trailer. And I only saw the trailer like once or twice. And I was just like, it's a bummer. But I get it. Well, I don't know if you call her the girlfriend, but right, the love interest, she's cool. She's not a bad actress either. I definitely felt like her character's a little flat though. Like, she's interesting, but then like, how much of the stuff she's saying on the date, is that true? Like, how much of that character development is true? I'm led to I would assume that when she's talking about having an older brother in her foster home, that's where she meets the brother in the movie. That's the evil brother, right? That's what I'm assuming. She said it was a bad environment. I get it. He's evil. Is that, like, that's all true? And, like, speaking of that, when Jack Quaid finds out that, like, you know, the love interest just, like, didn't even go on the dates because she liked him, and right, it was all for the plan. He's just kind of like, what? And she's like, no, I meant what happened on the dates. He was like, okay. Like, he wasn't even hurt at all. Like, he didn't give a fuck. I get it. Like, he said he hadn't had a lady in a long time. I guess. I don't know. But, yeah, some crazy ass action. When Jack Quaid gets that villain up with the, the electro machine.
Oh, yeah.
You go clear, I forget what that's called, but, that was fire.
Restabilizer or something?
Stabilizer, yeah, I think that's what it's
like
called. That was fire. Everything before the movie goes crazy is, by the way, just also fire. I was really enjoying the movie before the Santa guys come in. Like, that was already a great time. And the Santa guys come in, and I was instantly like, oh, this is going to be a robbery. It's three guys in a Santa suit, and shit had to go south. It was filmed as if it was going south. But then they just fucking the fucking roof out. It, like, it's still out of nowhere. It's so fucking wild. This movie's brutal. And this show was like, oh, why is it going to be R-rated? I didn't remember enough from the trailer, and the trailers tone it down. Fuck, though. Holy shit. There is some goddamn blood in this movie. I mean, you know, when the Santa guys hold up the bank, they just fucking demolish the bank owner, man. That shit was... Woo! And yeah, Jack Quaid gets his shit fucked up.
Don't forget, there's a lot of partial nudity in this.
Yeah.
Tons of partial nudity.
Tons of partial nudity. Jordan's not happy about it. He wishes that they would commit all the way. Is the footage on this, like, super weird because of your phone?
No, it's fine. If it was dark, it would look weird.
I see. But, what was I thinking? Yeah, it gets a little corny towards the end. I get it, though. It's not exactly a genre-defying movie here. It's a little corny. He fills in the tattoo. He's like, I found my ending. I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, he kills it. The whole idea of Novocaine is pretty cool. Like, He can't feel pain. And I like that they don't just make it like he can't feel pain. Like, it shows the downsides too. That's cool. That's nice. That was something they technically didn't have to do, especially because it doesn't really play in to the actual stuff that happens in the movie, which is interesting. Like, because his downsides are like, oh, if you were to step on a nail, he wouldn't even know it. But when he's out doing all this shit, that's just a plus side. He can keep moving. He doesn't even know that he got shot in the arm. You know? Like, I wish maybe I could have seen some of the downsides in the actual adventure. I don't feel like I saw very many, if any. Aside from the downside, of course, being that he was like this sheltered kid. But honestly, he gets used to it pretty quick. Like, he doesn't even freak out that much about killing the guy. He kind of moves on. He's like, oh, okay. He's like, oh, fuck. Oh. I like when he kills the Nazi net guy. I had a joke going at the start. Like, you could see the peaks of the tattoos under his sleeves. I was like, he's hiding a Nazi tattoo from her is what he's doing. So it's funny when the guy showed up. The Nazi crosses it out with the ink. It's fire. So, yeah, all of the violence is really cool, though, and creative and fun. It flowed pretty well. I don't know how long it is. I think it was a little over 2 hours. Might have just been a 2 hours straight. I can't be sure. Flowed pretty well. When the fucking cops, like, hands, like, her kid's, like, homemade card to him, I'm like, we never met this kid. I don't give a fuck. It got a little corny there at the end, but I get that it has to. Spider-Man dude, he's funny. He's a good time. Yeah, some creative stuff. I like the arrow through the guy's head. That was fire. When he's, like, faking the pain, too, in the interrogation or whatever you want to call it. It's fire. Good movie. I'm glad I saw it. I'm glad I paid a bit more than I normally do for the movies we see. A lot of times we pay like $8. I think this was like 13. So we saw it at a different theater. Somebody brought their baby to this.
That was weird.
Like, the first time, I thought it was just a part of the background or something. I was like, okay, weird choice. But then later on, the baby gives a squeak or whatever. I'm like, dude, who brought their fucking baby to this movie? Like, I don't know. Babies don't have souls, so it's okay. Yeah, good movie. Glad I saw it. I was worried. I was like, I feel like this is just going to be a meh movie. And I think if I saw it on, like, streaming, like, yeah, it wasn't that consequential of a movie, but it was good. And it was not a bad time in theaters at all. My favorite character was Novocaine, Jack Quaid, Nathan Cain.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, Nathan.
Yeah, Cain. Nathan Cain, Can't Feel Pain. Pretty fire. Fire poster. You'll see it in the thumbnail. All of the posters are fire, actually. Every single one that I've seen has been fire. Yeah. There's probably like a boring one with like floating heads, I'm sure. Hope not. But probably. I'd give it maybe like an 8, 8.5 out of 10. Probably just an 8. Straight 8. You know? Good time. I had a hard time also, like, I get that, like, Nathan Cain can die, but somehow that wasn't really stakes in the movie. Like, it was like, oh, he's being taken with the evil guy, like, he's probably gonna try and kill him, but, like, I felt like they didn't even reference the whole, like, fact that, like, if he loses enough blood, he's just gonna die.
Yeah.
Like, there was never really, like, when he's in the hospital, like, you lost a lot of blood, and I'm like, yeah. But I felt like that could have been nice if he was trying to maybe avoid certain things towards the end, because a blood loss, like, yeah, like I said, there just wasn't a lot aiding towards the fact he can't feel pain as a negative side, aside from the fact that, like, he can't eat at the start. Maybe for this point we got, like he wasn't willing to eat, I don't know. But it's kind of like Paul Blart, Mall Cop, needs a sugar, you know. Yeah, 8 out of 10. Probably my favorite character was Novocaine, of course, Nathan Cain. Yeah.
Go.
Okay.
I can't believe we're doing this.
I can't believe we're doing this. Novocaine, we saw Novocaine, the movie. I don't want to start this. I don't know why.
It's because we're in like a gutter right now.
we're in the gutter.
Yeah, we got kicked out of the theater. Yeah, we're just lying about the ending.
We're lying.
So we're like hiding away.
I wish he bit his tongue at the end.
Yeah, I meant to mention that.
Yeah, but I think, as I said, the cherry pie is like a metaphor for the fact that now he just eats the cherry pie, no problem.
Is that a metaphor, or is that just something that happens?
No, it's like because it represents the fact that after everything he's gone through, he's a little more daring and a little more risk-taking, as opposed to being sheltered like he was. I like the beginning before the robbery the most. It was very emotional.
Yeah, I gotta say, like, I really was enjoying that front half.
The third act fell off. Definitely, because it was just like...
It became basic,
it was too basic. It felt like a little rushed. When I really didn't like when the main love girl was leaving and the cop was like, "Take my gun. Don't make me regret this."
Yeah.
I found Ned from Spider-Man. His character is very entertaining. Big yapper. He was fun. I like that they were just playing like World of Warcraft.
Yeah. He's got that crazy PC setup.
I like the concept of like almost a realistic superhero, because this is a real thing that people have. Very uncommon. Very uncommon that they live this long as well.
Very uncommon too that they have this girlfriend that's maybe not a girlfriend, and they work at a bank. That's maybe only happened once or twice, I think.
Yeah.
And this time they filmed it.
I liked when she gave the ghost pepper shot to that one.
Oh, that shit was fire.
Really
I forgot
like
about that.
The beginning of this
Yeah, the beginning of the movie, I could have just done a movie like that, honestly.
Yeah. The second act was pretty good too, with the action. Very clever action sequences. There was the whole sequence with like the booby-trapped house. And he's just like, come on, man, what the hell? Or when he gets the glass in his fist and goes Wolverine on this one guy.
Oh, shit. On the Nazi guy. That's on the Nazi guy. Maybe he's not a Nazi, he just has a Nazi tattoo.
Really carries with...
It's a Roman tattoo.
It's a Hindu symbol, y'all. It's a fucking whatever. Come on. He's a very good actor. He constantly switches between being like really aggressive and then being like the normal character of like, oh man, sorry about that.
Yeah.
And being himself. So very, very good acting. Especially, I really do like the torture scene where he's like jamming the arrow. He's like,
damn. And I like how he doesn't even really question it. Like the villain guy's just sort of like, okay, as if he hasn't done this before. Like, he doesn't even scream initially.
Yeah, he's like...
There is one guy that's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah. Oh, it's like the first time he gets beat up by the evil guy, and he's just like looking at the girl.
Just like, what the fuck? You could take a hit. Yeah, that villain guy was corny as fuck. And he was like telling his sister, he was like, you always did fight dirty. I was like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I really liked the cop guy that was like constantly like, can we just get this over with? I just want to go home. And then out of nowhere, he just gets shot.
Okay, it is kind of fire when they reveal that like the sister is a part of it,
was like,
because they don't just go like we got away, sis. Yeah. They could have like, he offers her the cola gummies or whatever, and then I'm like, oh shit.
The cola gummies, and she's like, she says his name.
Yeah, and you're like, oh shit.
Fuck.
And that's fire.
There's never any consequence to that. He just kind of has like, he's like kind of shocked for a moment, and then he almost gets killed.
Yeah.
And then once he wakes up from the coma thing, he's like, where was whatever her name is?
Yeah, I can't remember her name for the life of me.
Right?
The only reason I know the main guy's name is because it's on the poster. It's the tagline, and I kept forgetting it.
He does kind of have similar motivations and like a similar character that he plays in The Voice, where he's like kind of getting into this more violent stuff that he's never done because of a girl. Like, it's literally the same kind of thing. So I see why he was casted for this very good movie. A little, fell off a little in the third act.
It's true.
Very violent, lots of partial nudity.
Jordan's.
Would not recommend for babies.
Oh, would not recommend also, by the way, for people learning how to drive. A lot of bad driving in this one. A lot of red. The first thing Jack Quaid does when he gets in that car that he steals is run a stop sign. And I really couldn't. There was no way it was that serious. Yeah, just really not cool. Made me kind of disappointed.
So the girl he met one day.
Yeah. I was really like, you guys went on one date, and he's like,
I have this haver.
And like, hey, I respect it. When you know, but like, damn, dude. I don't even know her name.
My favorite character is also Jack Quaid's character. Whatever the fuck his name is, I don't remember anymore. Novocaine. Novocaine.
Novocaine, Nathan Kane. Damn, his name's close to Novocaine. He doesn't even reference that, I feel like.
7 out of 10.
Do you think they came up with his name after they came up with Novocaine? They're like, what sounds similar?
Yeah, that's probably what
His last name's also going to be Kane.
Yeah. Nathan Kane. It's pretty cool. Good movie.
All right. Wait, let me do some cool angle stuff. People really liked that in the last video. You can't feel pain.
Wait, oh yeah. All right, that's a wrap, everyone.
That's a wrap.
Great job.
Woo! I'm a weirdo.